It's Squeaky. We better give you an entire house wash video. These are some of the worst parts before we got started. Stay tuned. It's going to take about 5 minutes.
Let's get this house a nice soft wash, Squeaky fam. This is a hot mix pop.
Alright, Squeaky fam. As you can see, we don't got a wand on. We got that nice M5 and shooter tip combo. We're going through hitting each and every section. We don't like to miss no parts. Don't be saving that cleaner because you don't want to have to re-hit everything twice.
Alright, you look up there now, all that green is gone in that back corner. We're going to let that dwell for about 2 minutes. We're going to rinse it down. Alright, Squeaky fam, let's rinse everything down. We got that cleaner out the line.
As you can see, we switched to the gun with that wand on it. The wind is blowing very hard today, but it's not going to stop us. That 6 gallon a minute is doing the job. We're getting all those dirt daubler nests, things like that.
This front side done. Now we're about to go around the corner. It's a lot of plants over here. Let's see how these plants right here. Look how green it is in this back corner. Alright, Squeaky fam, we're about to clean this out right here, but you see all these plants, make sure you always wet them down first.
This is a key part that you should do when you're working by yourself. If you got somebody working with you, you can just keep them on the plants and water and everything like that. But once we got done watering them, now we're going through with that hot mix. If you pay attention to that green right there, it's going to melt right off the side. And we got that water hose right after and melted everything down off of those plants. They're going to stay alive.
Alright, now that cleaner don't soak in, let's rinse it down.
Look at that side now. Everything looks amazing and those plants are still alive and thriving. We're going to give you a nice walkthrough at the end. So if you don't believe me, then stay tuned to the end. I appreciate you for watching.
Alright, we got the 2 worst parts of the house done. Let's finish the rest. Let's put cleaner on this front side.
Keep this same process going. The only reason we didn't hit this section before is because they had a lot of different plants. And we used a lighter mix over here because it didn't have as much organic growth. Just needed a little bit to knock that green off of there. Now we got cleaner on that front and we switching to that water. As you can see right there, we had that pressure tip on because we like to knock all that black off of the front of that gutter. Everything else can use a shooter tip or an M5 because it just needs a nice light rinse down.
With that side, and now we'll come to this side. Alright, Squeaky fam, this side obviously not that bad, but it's hardy for it, so we go wet it first. Never want to cheat the customer at their side.
This is a very important part I always found to be helpful for me. Because no matter how light that mix is, by the time you go to that truck, that hardy butt dries out really fast. So always wet it first.
Alright, now we're about to go switch to the cleaner.
See how tall this side is, Squeaky fam. Practice make perfect. I know I make this seem very simple, but it's not. If you let this cleaner dwell too long, or if you mix it too strong, it's not gonna come out good.
Let's go. You gotta go rinse it off now. Let's rinse that thing, Pawpaw.
I always remember in life, if nobody hypes you up, hype yourself up. I really love what I do. I remember before I had to have a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 foot wand on to get this done. But now it feels good. Practice really makes perfect.
Let's get that cleaner on this back side.
You already know the process, Squeaky fam, but this backside was a little bit more intricate. As you can see, we got that ladder over there. We didn't have to actually go up on the roof, but we already cleaned the gutters here on this side of the house. The phone fell, and once we noticed it, we just took it with us. We had to do this back screened-in porch and a lot of different things like that. Make sure you clean everything and make it uniform. You don't want to have to come back and charge them an arm and a leg for small stuff like this. That's why we made it nice and squeaky clean while we were there. Now we're about to switch to the water after we give you this nice point of view.
Alright, we got cleaner everywhere. We're going through the nice rinse down now.
Once I get to this point, I'm the happiest person in the world because I know I did a great job. We're going to move that camera for y'all. You know we can't leave y'all behind. We're rinsing everything down. This is going great. Everything in here is nice and white now. And at the end, you know we got to celebrate.
We out of here. Great solo performance. We just got done with this house. I cleaned the gutters, cleaned the front sidewalk. It's an amazing build right here. Look at that. No streaks or nothing. This side's completely dry. See me in that big boy setup today. Went around here, like I said, I did this front porch. Looks brand new. Whole front side of this house. Look at that sidewalk. It was very green over there. Get over here. Come over here. Did this side as well.
If you watch up to this point, you want Squeaky fam whether you like it or not. Check out these great views right here. And this is the first job of the day. Squeaky Tees out. If you want to be next, contact me anytime.